And it said right at the top, hate Muslims, so do we. Your typical Muslim has a bunch of awful things about them. And here it is, G.W. Young, America's Foundation. Banners and signs that are also posted outside, kill Muslims, Islam is not a religion, it's the world's largest death cult. Another sign that says gays get AIDS and die, Islam is a religion based on child sexual rape, Michael Savage. Sign posted at a restaurant, we will consider you trespassing, Muslim-free zone. So we have these Muslim-free zones now springing up in various areas and neighborhoods in America. Literally, as I said, 1,000% rise in hate crimes as a result of this popularization and mainstreaming of these images about Muslims that we're bombarding people with through social media outlets and also through political rhetoric. This is real. This is not a joke. It's not about us having to just defend ourselves, because I also have to walk around, and it's also very burdensome psychologically, that every single time a terrorist attack happens, ask any Muslims, they're terrified. I walk with fear of the next possible thing that can happen. Why? Because I have to now be asked to condemn it, right? I have to walk around as a suspect. I'm turned literally instantly, as soon as a crime happened, from a citizen to a suspect. Because there are those who want you to believe that I'm a perpetual suspect, right? Perpetual hater of my own home country. So this is pretty daunting reality. Alina is a local teenager, Muslim teenager. She sent an emotional letter to President Obama. And within the letter, she said the following: I'm an American, I grew up here, I say the Pledge of Allegiance every day. She told the president, and yet I'm a Muslim. Which one, she asked, is she allowed to be? Which one am I allowed to be? Then she conducted some research on the internet. She's a 17-year-old here from PG County, and here's what she came across. This is all over social media. Here are some tweets and posts on the internet. Kick them all. Kick all of them out and put the rest in detainment camps. The only peaceful and moderate Muslims are the dead ones. Hard to tell what we should build first, a border wall or a gas chamber for Muslims. In Dearborn, Michigan, one tweet said, let's bleep that place up, referring to mosque, and send a message to ISIS, we're coming. Can you imagine the reaction within this young teenager who grew up here, knows no other place, right? This is our home, and yet this is the reality that she's seeing on the internet. Who knows who this is? Not that, but this. This is Muhammad Ali Jr., the son of Muhammad Ali. Knows no other place in his life. This is his home country. Returning back 3 months ago after a talk on Black History Month in Jamaica, was detained in the airport for several hours because of his Muslim-sounding name. Questioned on how he got that name, whether he prays, where he prays, religious profiling at its best for several hours. His mother was let go only after she pulled out a picture of Muhammad Ali to convince them, I'm the wife, I'm the widow of Muhammad Ali. They wouldn't let him go for several hours. So this is not about just immigrants who are coming here. They might be undocumented, they might carry other citizenships. No, we're talking about people even born here in this country, identifying with no other country. Who knows this person? Ibtihaj Muhammad, an Olympian, American Olympian, a famous fencer. She was held up in the airport also about a couple of months ago, questioned, interrogated on her faith, right? Where she practices, where she prays, and so on and so forth. Again, what do we call this? It's religious profiling. Just because of your faith or because of your name, you have to be detained and pulled aside and questioned about your identity. This is called bigotry, right? This is systemic. We walk with those fears not just because of some lunatic out there acting on his fears, but also because of actual policies that are directed against Muslims. Who knows about these three individuals? This is real. This is coming home now. Because many of our Muslim students on campus know these three individuals. 2 years ago, 3 bright students were killed, murdered at the University of North Carolina because they're Muslim. Their neighbor, Stephen Hicks, who posted anti-Islamic statements on social media, barged into their home, into their apartment, shot them execution style. 8 bullets into Diaz's head, who is a dental student, bright, incredible athlete, knows no other place. This is his home, right? So, and his wife and her sister who was visiting at that time. Lots of my students knew these students. They were horrified at what happened, and they themselves are walking around saying, what if it happens to me, right? This is hitting home. This is lethal. It's not trivial anymore. A terrorist attack happening in Quebec City not too long ago as well, after the presidential elections, and 6 Muslims were slaughtered in their home of worship while they're praying at night, declared as a terrorist act in Canada. Interesting enough, not much attention in the media. Main factors, I'm not going to talk much, but let me tell you something. This is not understood. Lots of research has been done on this.